my name is Alani Johnson,
My name's Ian McLean.
My name is Harrison McFadden.
and our project is on animal abuse.
For our PBO project, inspired by Guernica, we chose to focus on the modern conflict of animal abuse. This issue is far more complex than it may seem at first. It is limited to neglect, starvation, and abandonment. It also includes forms of harm that many people may not immediately recognize, such as cruel confinement, animal hoarding, and overbreeding. Additionally, this problem does not only affect cats and dogs, it impacts animals of all kinds. This conflict is important to address because animals are sentient beings, yet they are often subjected to suffering by those who show little regard for their well-being. As a society, we can work toward reducing animal abuse by spreading awareness, reporting suspicious behavior, adopting animals from shelters, and being mindful of the products we purchase. Since some companies may test on animals, the more awareness we raise, the greater impact we can have in reducing animal abuse.
The origin of Guernica dates back to 1937, when Pablo Picasso learned that a small Spanish town called Guernica had been bombed by Nazi German forces during one of the busiest times of the day. The attack was carried out by support Francisco Franco's nationalist forces by demoralizing the civilian population deeply affected by this event. Picasso created Guernica in less than 40 days. The painting became a world-renowned anti-war statement condemning violence and the rise of fascism. It was also displayed at the World Fair at the same year. We chose Guernica as inspiration for our project because its powerful message of peace and opposition to violence connects strongly to our theme of animal abuse. In creating our piece, we incorporated prior knowledge from different school subjects. To make our paint, we used 12 grams of iron 3 chloride hexahydrate and 5.5 grams of sodium hydroxide to make 0.05 moles of FeOH3 of paint. We calculated this by finding the limiting reactant was sodium hydroxide, which we found by converting grams out reacting to moles of paint. The percent yield was 66%, which means we only made 66% of what we expected. This was because we might have an incomplete reaction or some paint split using a limited color palette of red, white, and black paint.
The bold black lines in our piece reflect elements of cubism, showing fractured forms of multiple perspectives at once. We also use gradients to create a balanced visual effect. Cubism, geometry are also connected, as both involve breaking down subjects of simplified shapes. This approach allowed us to represent different viewpoints, simultaneously reinforcing the emotional depth and complexity of our message. Our PSA and propaganda poster raises awareness about animal abuse, using strong visual designs and limited colors. Palette of red, white, and blue to create urgency and emotional impacts. The imagery of the animals in distress encourages empathy and helps the audience understand the seriousness of the issue. We use clear, concise messages and persuasive language to both inform and influence the viewers. Overall, our design choice and rhetorical techniques works together to encourage the audience to inspire actions against animal abuse. And that's our project. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.